Hello, and welcome to the very first episode of the Warming Club podcast. This show is brought to you by the Revolution Project, which is a social enterprise where we help companies become environmentally and socially sustainable. We're starting this podcast to create an avenue of conversations that revolve around the concepts and ideas of social progress and environmental sustainability. The content will be delivered through both Nepali and Angrezi Bhasa. So यो पडकास्टमा चाहिँ हामी दुईटा ल्याङ्ग्वेजेस चाहिँ युज गर्छौँ. This show is divided into three different aspects. The first part is talking about the topic. So every week एउटा टपिकमा कुरा हुन्छ which falls under the domain of environmental sustainability or social progress or both. So त्यही टपिककै conversations नै will be the main part of the podcast. र आउने अब 3-4 पडकास्टमा चाहिँ it's just going to be me speaking for the next 10 minutes. But after 3-4 episodes we'll have different guests who are experienced in their respective field and we'll be trying to come up with different solutions which can be implemented in different issues that arises in these sustainability or social progress domain ma chai. The second part is called the opinion frame. र यो चाहिँ तपाईहरुको आन्सर्स चाहिँ हामीले पडकास्टमा फिचर गर्ने पार्ट हो. So every Friday podcast release हुन्छ र त्यही विकको मन्डे चाहिँ we send out a question through our social media. अनि त्यो क्वेसनमा चाहिँ तपाईहरुले आफ्नो ओपिनियन राखेर हामीले भोइस मेसेज पठाउन सक्नुहुन्छ. अनि we'll select some answers अनि हामी every weekend को पडकास्टमा चाहिँ we'll be featuring those answers. The third and final part of the podcast is called sustainability progress and events. So यो last part हुन्छ जहाँ चाहिँ हामीले different events that happened last week यो टपिकहरुमा which created an impact which has the potential त्यो फिचर गर्छौं. अनि next week के हुन लाग्छ which you can be a part of. So Kathmandu, Nepal केही सिनेरियोमा as well as global सिनेरियोमा what are the things that's happening next week भनेर small roundup section हो यो चाहिँ. Bringing all these three aspects together, we will be delivering you a podcast every single weekend within a time frame of 10 minutes. तर आजको episode it's going to be a bit longer because it's the first one and the first episode demands the motive and the reasons behind starting this podcast. So let's start with the very first aspect of today's podcast and that is the topic of the day. र आजको टपिक हो काठमाडौँको एयर पोल्युसन. So काठमाडौँमा बस्ने generally सबैजना नै are very frustrated and exhausted seeing the pollution levels because we can actually feel it now. So every day नै intense भइराको भएर हामीले फिल गर्न थालिसक्यौं हैन. And it affects a lot of things in life, हाम्रो work life, हाम्रो personal life because we know deep down that this is really bad and हामी mask लाएर हिँड्दैनौं भन्दा it's even more bad and mask पनि does not work for such high level of pollution. And it's really heartbreaking to see facts like every year नेपालमा चाहिँ around 38,000 to 40,000 people lose their lives due to air pollution. That is more than 110 people every single day. अनि यही रेटमा चलिरह्यो भने काठमाडौँको स्पेशली काठमाडौँको पोल्युसन चाहिँ it's going to create a lot of problems for a lot of us. So generally air pollution मा एक्सपोज भइसकेपछि लाग्ने डिजिजेसहरु भनेको चाहिँ it's either heart attack, stroke अनि अहिले अनि a lot of respiratory diseases अनि अहिले चाहिँ dementia सँग पनि एकदम लिंक हुने रिपोर्ट्सहरु आइराछ. So it's getting pretty intense. So looking at this situation, I did a bit of research and came across three things which is making it very intense. र यो तीनटै कुरा चाहिँ हामीलाई थाहा छ के हो भनेर हैन. तर let me give a bit more information of what it is. So first reason काठमाडौँमा एकदमै धेरै pollution हुनुको is automobiles. So 2019 को report अनुसार चाहिँ there are about 1.2 million motorbikes, two-wheelers and 300,000 four-wheelers in Kathmandu. So 2020 मा त obviously त्यो बढ्दै नै जान्छ. अनि अर्को साइड कुरा चाहिँ एकदमै पुरानो गाडीहरु बाइकहरु अझै अपरेट भइराछ र त्यो पुरानो गाडीहरुबाट चाहिँ खासमा अझै धेरै पोल्युटेन्ट्सहरु रिलिज हुन्छ. सो खासै प्रपर मेकानिजम पनि छैन जसले यस्तो कुराहरु चेक गरोस् अनि एयर पोल्युसनको यो फिल्टरहरु त झनै खासै युज पनि हुँदैन. So first thing it's the automobiles which is creating a lot of problem and we all know त्यही नै हो भनेर. So second thing चाहिँ is the topography of Kathmandu. So Kathmandu ko geographical state चाहिँ यस्तो छ कि it's shaped like a bowl and it's surrounded by hills हैन. So जति पनि CO2 emit हुन्छ गाडीहरुबाट बाइक्सहरुबाट त्यो चाहिँ खासै बाहिर स्प्रेड आउट हुन पाउँदैन. सो त्यो हिल्सहरुले गर्दा चाहिँ काठमाडौँ भित्र गुम्सेरै बस्छ हैन. सो त्यो भएको भएर पनि यो पोल्युसन चाहिँ अझै हाई भएको हो. It's because of the topographical reasons. अनि तर त्यो त it's out of hand किनभने we cannot challenge nature on that. Not now, at least not now, maybe in the future. तर अहिले चाहिँ not really. So त्यो it's one of the main reasons. अनि third thing we are again very much aware of is काठमाडौँमा हरियाली नै छैन. So स्वयम्भूबाट यस्तो तल काठमाडौँ हेऱ्यो भने अलि रुख देख्छ अनि we don't see a lot of it. But then human aspect बाट हेर्ने हो भने पनि we need trees around us. त्यो नेचरको हुन्छ नि त्यो ह्युमन नेचर कनेक्सनको लागि नै चाहिन्छ, त्यो नै छैन. अनि धेरै गाडी छ, CO2 एमिट हुन्छ, अनि त्यो CO2 एमिट हुन भएको CO2 लाई अब्जर्भ गर्नलाई ट्रिजहरू ग्रिनरी नै छैन. सो it's a big problem of lack of urban planning. So those three things is so superficially हेर्दाखेरि पनि those are the three main things that's causing Kathmandu to be such a dangerous place when it comes to breathing. We asked two of our friends about the pollution in Kathmandu and how it is affecting their lives. So this is what they had to say.
Hi, I'm Buddha. Your pollution को कुरा गर्नु पर्दाखेरि चाहिँ मेरो क्वालिटी अफ लाइफ एकदमै डाउन भएको जस्तो मलाई फिल हुन्छ, किनकि मेरो कामको सिलसिलामा म बाहिरतिर धेरै निस्किनु पर्ने हुन्छ, त्यसमाथि धुलो, त्यसमाथि जाम, सो एकदमै स्ट्रेस हुन्छ त्यही रिजनले गर्दा.
Hi, my name is Srija. So talking about the air pollution in Kathmandu, I think this is something that is always brought up during conversations with people. You know, आज कस्तो धुलो थियो बाटोमा, मलाई कस्तो टेन्सन भयो, you know, I felt bad, I felt disgusted. It's something that we keep on hearing over and over, so it has affected our mindset definitely. Whenever I'm out, you know, for work or whenever I'm just outside, when I see the air that is so polluted in Kathmandu, it really makes me sad. It also makes me concerned about how we're growing as a society, because we can clearly see the impacts of polluted air in our system, in our body, but I don't know how we'll be solving this. You know, it really concerns me. Also, I always think about, you know, how beautiful it would be to breathe in, you know, some fresh air into our system. You know, how beautiful it would be if we were in a different situation right now. How beautiful it would be for our body, mind, and entire well-being if, you know, we were breathing air that is different, that is, you know, crisp, that is fresh, that is different from what we see right now. Of course, we can get that in nature, but since we, you know, the nature around us is destroyed, the reality is that we are breathing in polluted air, and it really saddens me. Yeah, I wish we could do something to, you know, reduce this and live a healthier, happier life.
You heard it, and if you really think about it, that's the story of almost everyone in Kathmandu. How do we solve this? This question is as intense as Kathmandu ko Dua Dulo, but there is still hope. There have been times where other economies have gone through this, and you can take an example of China. Beijing is still very polluted, but there are other bigger cities which tackled such situations. And the main reason it happened was because of political will, which is contrasting in terms of Nepal. तर चाइनामा चाहिँ के भयो भने polluting sources like industries, factories-हरुमा चाहिँ different filtration system हाल्यो, operations अझै efficient गर्यो, अनि पुरानो गाडीहरु जुन मार्केटमा अपरेट अझै भइरा थियो त्योहरुलाई अपरेट हुनबाट रोकियो. सो त्यो गरिसकेपछि एकदमै धेरै नै pollution घट्यो चाइनामा, हैन, around 32 वटा cities-मा. But that was political will. अनि नेपालको situation compare गर्ने हो भने that is something we lack. And we've been blaming the government a lot, and they do have a lot to do in solving a lot of problems, but then it's also time we realize हामीले पनि आफै के गर्नुपर्छ अब भनेर. So what can we do personally to make a small impact in the intense arena of air pollution in Kathmandu? The first thing we can do is make our local landscape more greener. So जब हामीले स्वयम्भूबाट काठमाडौँ हेर्छौं, we see a lot of houses, and a lot of those houses are built on private lands, and we live on those private lands. सो हामीले त्यही ल्यान्डलाई नै ग्रिनर बनायो भने इट्स गोना हेल्प. सो बाटोमै रुख चाहिन्छ भन्ने छैन. सो एकदमै धेरै प्राइभेट ल्यान्ड भएको भएर हामी पनि त्यही बस्छौँ. सो हामीले नै त्यो ग्रिनरी बढाउँदै गयो भने प्राइभेट ल्यान्ड्समा a lot of people might follow. So त्यो गर्दै गएपछि चाहिँ within some years we actually see a difference. And let's not think मैले एक्लै गरेर के हुन्छ र भनेर. If you never know the ripple effect that's going to create. अनि next 5 years, 10 years मा Kathmandu's situation can be a lot more different if these private lands are more greener. So let's just start planting more, adding more greenery, whether it's plants or it's trees. सकेसम्म चाहिँ let's plant more trees हाम्रो आफ्नो कन्ट्रोलमा भएको एरियाजमा चाहिँ. The second thing we can do is start talking about this. The internet makes this world a very small place, and let's make the most out of it. So having these conversations, giving opinions, asking these questions, it creates a conversation where you never know कुन बेलामा एउटा certain topic को कुरा गरिरहेको बेलामा the conversations, the meaningful कुराहरू गरिरहेको बेलामा you never know कुन बेला solution आइदिन्छ, and which might be yet very simple, where त्यो solution यस्तो हुन सक्छ कि जहाँ एकदमै advanced technology नि नचाहिन सक्छ हैन. So let's do with the hope of getting those solution. अनि त्यसको लागि चाहिँ let's spread the word, let's talk about it, let's make it a part of our daily conversations, not just the complaining but the solution aspect as well. The third and I think the most important aspect is being healthy. So our generation is healthy bhaina bhane we cannot expect to make better changes in the world and in the city. So Kathmandu ma basne हामी सबजनाले चाहिँ we need to make sure our respiratory system चाहिँ एकदम strong छ. So त्यसको लागि चाहिँ we have to drink a lot of water. अनि different greens like broccoli अनि walnuts, beans हरू चाहिँ हाम्रो डाइटमा भयो भने चाहिँ हाम्रो respiratory system एकदम strong हुन्छ. And Google's right there, just Google it. अनि let's look at what makes us healthier. Let's be healthy, and we're just a decision away. So, and it's completely in our hands. So let's be a healthy generation of people who will end up making this world a better place. And that's all I can think of right now. So with that, we come to an end of two of the main aspects of this podcast, which is talking about the topic and opinions which we shared. So we're left with one more aspect, and that is the sustainability events or progress ke bhayo week bhanera. In regards to हाम्रो main topic of the day, please share what you think. Pollution of Nepal, how do you think we can solve it, or any opinions you have, you can share it on the comment below. If you like it, you can share it, and let's keep the conversation going. Moving on to the last part of this episode, and it's called sustainability progress in events. र आजको यो फर्स्ट एपिसोडमा चाहिँ म एउटा मात्रै इभेन्ट फिचर गर्छु which happened last week, and it's called the Global Swap, and it's a very motivating event because यस्तो इभेन्ट चाहिँ खासै नेपालमा देखिरहेको हुँदैनौँ, and it addresses the environmental impact which the fashion industry has. So here's Miss Haushala Thapa sharing her motive behind this event and the progress which the event went through last week.
Hello everybody, my name is Haushala Thapa. I am the founder director of Haushala Creatives. I'm here to tell you a little bit about Global Swap. The reason we do Global Swap is to bring awareness about the fashion industry waste, and not just about the environmental waste but also about the human impact. I don't know if you know, but it takes 2,920 liters of water to make one t-shirt, and that's about what a human being consumes in a year or 2 years. So we do Global Swap because we feel that we should be able to exchange our clothes, swap and reuse our clothes as well, and repurpose our clothes. There's a stigma around reusing clothes or wearing somebody else's clothes, but we should remove that. So what the Global Swap does is we bring in clothes, we ask for clothes from people, and on the swap day people exchange the number of clothes that they've brought, and it is a way where different people from different spectrums of life come together and swap their clothes. This is a way to also share and also bring awareness about fashion, environment, and human as well. And the global swap is something that it happens all around the world, and you can do it in your own place as well. Anybody can host it, but Haushala Creatives has been doing it for the past 3 years now, and we're really glad that we could do global swap. Thank you.
That was Miss Haushala Thapa, a very inspiring person who's been working in this field for a while. And here at the Revolution Project, we look up to her so much. And it's also high time we start making conversations about the fashion industry. And let's do the research, let's see how devastating it is, and do our bits to make a difference. With that, we come to an end of the very first episode of the Warming Globe podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's take the conversation forward through the comments section below, or you can write to us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. If you like this content and if you're listening to us through YouTube, please subscribe to our channel. And to know more about us, please visit our website at www.revolutionproject.com.nb. Wishing you all a wonderful weekend. Please take care of yourself, drink lots of water, and if you live in Kathmandu, don't forget to carry a mask. This is Ayush, your host, signing off. See you next Friday.